matchup. So I wish he, personally, I wish he would have stuck with it a little bit. But you know, ultimately, it's whatever he wants to do and what he enjoys doing the most. I think he just enjoys the Fox versus Sheik matchup better.
Yep. And okay, we already starting out, we saw these conservative dash dances from PewPewU, not wanting to wander into anything silly, tossing out a couple lasers, and he got the opening with an up throw, up air. A goofy interaction with the trade, and he's managed to crack this stock open. Got the corner, again, conservative dash dance right outside of Swedish's range. It's up smash?
Yeah.
That's a kill.
Perfect percent.
Yep. If he could weather that invincibility and get back to his game plan, I think he might be right. He may be showcasing a PewPewU problem in Swedish's game style.
He just seems to shark Swedish's aerial movement so well. And Swedish opts just kind of, you know, go in the air a lot. And I don't know, I feel like PewPewU just has a really easy time like staying under him, you know, and punishes his landing really strongly.
Yeah, but if you get caught DIing down, Sheik is very good at edge guarding spaces.
That's right, as it turns out.
Yeah, between the needle, invincible back air, and just a fast wave dash, quick movement in general to snap to edge, you cover a lot of Fox's options.
Dude, back air with Sheik is so insanely good off the stage against Spaceys.
And that quick dash dance reaction from Swedish actually snap to the tech behind him, get a dash attack. Pretty sick. I think that's something you're going to see a lot out of people who are practiced as reaction tech chasers in general. They know where like their break point is in the movement, right? Like when I need to start looking, when I need to care. And then you've kind of got the muscle memory for everything involved, and it comes out right every time.
Right. All right, so Swedish bouncing back a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, you see that deep, that BM shy?
Yeah. Saw PewPewU catch him out of the that startup on the up B, invincible for the back end, not so much on the front end. Sometimes she even just pops herself up into your hitbox.
Risky double jump drill from PewPewU coming back onto the stage, but it can work out if your opponent's not ready. If he's spacing a little too close to the ledge. That's what I'm talking about, getting under his aerial movement, punishing in that forward air coming down. Oh, PewPewU's just really solid at that.
We've got Swedish kind of faking out, going low with those little short hops, threatening to drift off the level and cover the low angle. PewPewU going high, still on the back foot. Ooh, that cute little drift on. Yeah, Swedish. Ooh. He knew he couldn't run out and reach with a slap, so he took the conservative option. It finally paid off. We're at a one-stock game.
That weak hit back air to turn on forward air was actually so clean. Back air? Okay, off to the up air. Swedish had no DI on that up throw.
Marths in particular, when they're up close against people, they have this tendency to dash through, and we kind of see shades of that coming through in PewPewU's Fox.
Yo, yeah, you're right. The little fist bump, Tiger Woods fist bump from PewPewU here. It's always, like I said, it's always nice to get that game one win. Kind of. Oh yeah. Ooh, I got some cushion room now. So.
Get your patience, or not your patience. What? I cannot think of the word I was gonna say. Get your momentum in the matchup.
Yeah.
You've got a little comfort. You get counter pick advantage throughout the course of the set now.
Well, and
especially if you're relying on your pocket.
Yeah.
Then you want to maximize stage advantage as well and not get stuck in goofy matchups or on the wrong level. So.
Yep. And you just don't feel like your back is, you know, as up against the wall as opposed to losing that first game. You kind of feel like you're playing catch up the rest of the set, you know.
Yeah. You know, Swedish, he's played a lot of Melee. You go down one game and it's 3 out of 5. It happens.
It happens.
You can still do this. You see another back air,
the
drop
back
down.
air is so good.
Yeah, once you start hitting that mid percentage Sheik is when you really want to try and emphasize the soft bear. Because that's going to drag them down, not give them the chance to DI up. Then you can set up the hard back air while they're much farther away from the edge. You do it too early, they're going to be able to smash DI up. They're going to have the opportunity for higher recoveries. And boom. Rinse and repeat.
Yep. That's what we were talking about earlier. That back air, that low back air, just kind of pushing Fox down, forcing him to start his up B lower and lower, and you just kind of follow with him.
Yeah. Swedish not playing at all like somebody who just, I wouldn't say he got rocked game one. It was just solidly PewPewU's game.
He felt like he was always in control, I think.
Yeah. He hit him pretty hard, but
wow.
he's hitting like a monster.
PewPewU, I think at this point, I mean, I don't think he feels like demoralized just based on his player cam and his facial expressions and stuff. I think it's just one of those, all right, you got me. Let's move on to the next game. You know, let me pick up a few more data points in this game. But you know, this game's kind of a wash now.
Yeah, we got reaction tech chase on deck. You got one. It starts.
Back here? Oh, Nair. Yeah, I like that more, actually.
So like every single comeback with any character really changes once you get them to a percent where CCs are no longer on deck.
Right.
Because that means every hit is going to hurt way more.
But so no matter how the rest of this game goes, I think this is a great look for PewPewU. He's showing that, like, you know, he got gimped a few times, but he's still handily, you know, hitting Swedish hard. You know?
He's still playing.
Oh, that grab? Is that Marth? That was a crazy grab.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if maybe PewPewU like jabbed it on one
I
of
think
the frames.
so.
He like just reached into it.
Out. That's kind of what I was thinking too. If he extended his hurt box.
Yep. And there it is. Swedish fast answer to a solid game one for PewPewU's Fox. Swedish coming back at him.
I think 3 out of the 4 stocks were taken with strong back air. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, Cobb and Nunn is still going on over there.
Another big thing about Sheik's back air is that, unlike some other characters, she does not have to concern herself with which way she's facing when she goes off the stage because of needle turnarounds.
Yeah.
She's able to dash out. She can threaten things like fall off forward air, and she can be facing the other direction, dash out, jump, turn around needle, double jump back air. So she gets all of her aerial choices as long as she has the time to do a needle cancel.
Yeah.
Which gives her a lot of flexibility in orchestrating her edge guards.
She's absolutely one of the best edge guarders off stage. That's for sure.
Yeah. And Fox, for his part, with his ledge dash, wave shine up smash, is one of the best edge guarders on stage, especially when it comes to Sheik trying to recover. And
yeah, it's pretty rinse repeat. Yeah. It's pretty linear.
And Pokemon Stadium, given the wide level, difficulty sliding off, but you've also got that low ceiling, and last of all, you have a lot of room to work that dash dance, and you know PewPewU has a strong dash dance as a Marth main.
Yeah, you have to as Marth.
Yep.
So we're going to see a mountain transformation, which I think most of the transformations favor Fox. So I think Sheik just becomes at a disadvantage when the stage transforms. Oh, little back throw mix-up.
I can see where PewPewU's going with those, with the shine, up air, like. So but I'm not a believer in like giving people a chance to tech off of the cliff. Personally, I would like to see him rather than like that forward throw that he did. I would like to just simply see it back throw. But I think he worked it fine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, nice counter hit from Swedish with that nair.
Yeah, not exactly the best choice from PewPewU going for just like a raw nair in the sky when Swedish is at such a low percent.
It's really scary to hit Sheik with an aerial outside of drill at such a low percent when she's grounded. Or just in general, because she's not going to be in hit stun for very long, and her nair comes out so fast.
Yeah, and even if you cross her up, she's got that back air to stick out. Like, and that's just a flick of the C stick or a mash of the A button. Like that roll from Swedish, getting himself back into center, trying to choke off PewPewU's space, but right now PewPewU using this room to his advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, and hitting hard. Yeah. That's PewPewU's lead.
Well, 3-piece and the head nod from my boy PewPewU. Looking to take this game 3.
Yeah, really good on him not to let Swedish's answer on Fountain really bother him at all. Because sometimes you can think, oh, did I just get lucky? Is this how the matchup is really going to go? You know, it's easy to kind of get lost in like those kinds of thoughts, especially when you're trying to rely on a counter pick. You know?
Deep sea diving from Swedish Delight. It's so low with that back air, so she can just go down there.
Yep. What's also very good from Swedish is that just reflexively, even though you can't really see where PewPewU is down there, after he lets go of the ledge, he's holding in.
Yeah.
Because he wants to rise up, kick him with the foot. He doesn't want to get caught by that fire shield.
Yep.
Because if he does, that's his lost edge guard. Sometimes, if you're at a low enough percent, you would rather get launched up high. If you're at a low percent, you barely go anywhere. Fox snaps to edge, grabs you. What was that slap?
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So approaching during the transformation actually pays off for PewPewU. I like the choice since she's at such low percent, and you know the tree right there is just so awkward to deal with anyways.
Yeah, his biggest worry in a case like that would be getting caught in that tree pit in the branch.
Yeah.
And like just get down smash, and then accidentally CC, slam into the ground, get down smashed again, quick 60.
So he's been I don't know if it's a mistake or what, but he's been get up attacking from the ledge. And he's hit Swedish with it like a few times, but I think Swedish is starting to kind of bait it out a little bit.
Yeah, it can be hard to say whether he's like legit trying to do that, but I'm not sure what A button or B button press he would be looking for that would make him do that.
Well, maybe he's trying to do an aerial from the ledge, but he's not actually letting go. So he's inputting the, I don't know. He would know. We'll have to ask him.
Kind of lucky the Swedish got hit by that first shine there. We saw a shine grab from PewPewU, but not so good to get hit by the second. That's game 3.
For those of you at home struggling to edge guard Sheik, especially with Spaceys, simple rinse, repeat recovery is just fire stall as she's up being. And then right as you see the poof, you just do the normal stand-up, so just press left or right, whichever side of the stage you're on.
Then you react.
Yeah, stand up, react. If she goes straight up and tries to grab the ledge, you just wave dash back to the ledge and steal it. If she lands on stage, just wave shine up smash, or just charge up smash if she's at kill percent like PewPewU just did.
Yep.
So.
If she's on platform, back air off the stage, up air if you think she won't smash the guy.
And then just do the whole thing again if she keeps living.
Ooh, quick reaction from PewPewU, realizing he didn't quite have the timing on that shine. He went back and got control. He's still in control. That is a painful first stock.
That drill reset is actually really hard to SDI out of. So I feel Swedish is pain on that.
But hey, Swedish trying to come in with a hard convert, but his tech chase game is just not on point right now. And like that's one of the difficult things about relying on a reaction tech chase, right?
Yep.
Is it's a tool that can vanish if you are just lacking a little mental clarity that day.
Oh no.
You know, just a tiny bit.
Swedish shaking his head. Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean. You know, it could be one frame difference of extending your punish game and possibly taking the stock or getting shine, and then a whole reversal starts happening.
Yeah, it has this tendency to be this all or nothing tool. Like, am I reacting well enough? Okay, cool. Am I not? This grab that I really, really needed, it just got me 10% and a wave goodbye.
Right.
You know?
Yep. And I think that's why we see, you know, the discrepancy in performances from players like that, where sometimes they're just on and they're hitting every single tech chase.
Yep.
Nice follow up.
Like
Wow,
that
the needle
scoop.
snipe.
Yep. Nice snipe. Swish.
But yeah, so it's, you know, it's just one of those things where if you're not consistent, like you said, it can just really backfire on you.
PewPewU being silly.
Yeah.
But up on that platform, if all he can eat is an aerial at 0%, then he knows he's not going to be stunned long enough for it to actually matter. What he really needs to avoid is the grab, and that's what he's trying to bait out with those little shield drop double jumps.
Yeah, it's solid. I mean, I think, like you said, the biggest thing to worry about is Sheik's grab.
Yep.
Straight aerials and tilts and stuff, they're not as big of an issue because of crouch canceling. Like you said, shield dropping.
And right there, you see Swedish waiting that just extra moment to see if there was a tech in place or a whiff tech. Because if it's a whiff tech, you have a surprising amount of time to get your hit out. If you swing too early, you're not going to connect. We saw that wait that got PewPewU off the stage, gave him control of the stock. And now PewPewU, he's got a solid lead, but he hasn't won it yet.
I think this is really hard. The next, like, 20 or 30% is super crucial for Swedish since Fox is still in crouch cancel percent. Oh, and he hits him with the mango. Oh, but we see. Wow, he clutches that edge guard. A little misstep from PewPewU, but Swedish is going to take that all the way to the bank.
Yeah, well, he's going to take it at least one part of the way to the bank.
Yeah.
He still has one more stock to go before he can cash it. And got an up throw, trying to charge up that double jump, but wasn't able to convert. What's it going to be?
All right, there should be one more edge guard. Okay, maybe two.
Oh, it's a flip.
That's it.
Yeah, Swedish really hoping PewPewU was going to ledge hop, like assume he's going for that shallower angle onto the stage.
Yep.
So maybe he'd be able to get that last chance. PewPewU not giving it to him, seals it 3-1 with a Fox pocket.
And
Fox pocket.
We're just seeing more of the same from Swedish and PewPewU sets with Fox Sheik. So, I mean, the Fox switch for PewPewU is obviously paying off for him in the matchup. I saw him play Fox against Axe at, forget the tournament. It was pretty recently. It was where Axe and, I think it was Axe and Leffen